Okay, I'm going to illustrate it with this pump here. Turn this off so you guys can hear it. Say if I was taking a Pentair whisper flow that was already with 2-inch plumbing, 2 inches here at the intake line, 2 inches here at your discharge line. It makes even for an easier connection. Even if the pumps weren't the exact same size, because your main lines are 2 inches. Say if I have to push something back a little bit, all I need to do is cut in the line and then come down with a 90 into the discharge line. Or even if I need to extend something. But when you're dealing with a smaller pump, like the video that I just showed you, that pump, boom, drops right down to there. Now keep this in mind, had his fittings still been 2 inches, it's possible that I could have came in at the intake line and 45'd it down to the main suction line or the nipple. That's a strong possibility, due to the fact that we're dealing with 2 inches right here and 1.5 inches at his main suction line. You got to do a little bit of magic to make that happen, which means that either this is going to draw closer, or if you need to do an extension, it's going to draw further out. So you're going to have to do a replumb, a series, I'm not going to say serious, it's not serious for me, but you're going to have to do a replumb here and here. I mean, it's a possibility that I could have took a coupler and then put a reducer in it, but that's not the case with that. Anyway, it takes a little bit more thought process. And with that set up, keep this in mind, we're dealing with sizing here. Look how close this is here. My fingers can't even go down there because it's almost flush, you 3/4 of an inch. It's up to this, you're probably working with 3/4 of an inch right there or less, that spacing right there, and look how it is against the wall. So we as technicians, when we go out and assess a job, we look at all of those things. How long is the whip? How long is the conduit to to power up the motor? Is it brittle? Does that need to be replaced? Sometimes it's not just as simple as buying something from a Facebook marketplace and throwing it in there. No, it depends. It depends on what you have going on in there. I saw something interesting crawling around in there, but we're gonna start this up. But it's not that simple. Not sometimes it's not.